starting staff is really in disarray at the moment because of the injuries to guys like Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Roki Sasaki, all of them on the IL, and the bullpen logging so many innings. Nomar, when you look at Yoshinobu Yamamoto, it's hard to find a guy who's more important to their team right now than Yoshi is to the Dodgers, given the situation with that pitching staff.
Well, he's their ace. I mean, it's simple as that. And, you know, he talked about wanting to be the ace. And this year, he talks about wanting to win a Cy Young as well. Well, so far this year, he's acted like the ace. He's done that. And now more than ever, and especially today, they need him to be that ace. What's the ace's role? An ace's role to go deep in the baseball game, go deep in the game, to give the bullpen that time to reset. That's one. And the other thing, and you touched on it earlier, is to be that stopper. Well, so they need both of those things today from their ace and Yamamoto. I know pressure, whatever, but that also comes with the role as an ace, and that's the pressure they already accept and put on themselves. We know that. We've seen that from Clayton Kershaw each and every time he goes out there. He's thinking about, I want to go deep in the game, I want to complete the game, and I want to go out there and help and finish whatever rut we may be in.
Nomar, your teammates are two of the best to ever do it. Pedro Martinez and Clayton Kershaw. I played with CC Sabathia and Clayton. Their mission, every time they took the hill, at least 7 innings. At least, but they're looking 8, possibly 9 innings of keeping your team in the game and expecting to win that ball game. And you talk about being that stopper to right the ship. That's what aces do. I expect Yamamoto to right the ship.
And that's what Cy Young Award winners do as well, something that Yoshi would love to do here in 2025. Still more to come. Our friend Joe Davis is off tonight. He just won the National Emmy for his play-by-play work on Fox Sports. Congrats to one of the very best, who's also, we're proud to have him here with us on Sportsnet LA. More still ahead. We'll have a game preview with Steven and Oral coming up. Plus, we go Access 360 on Mookie's multi-homer night and an almost hard-to-believe fact about his career home run total. You know, well, here's what's ahead on the Dodgers calendar. The homestand wraps tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Will Smith World Series Final Out bobblehead night. Dodgers then hit the road for 6 games this weekend against the Mets in an NLCS rematch. Next Monday, they'll be in Cleveland to face the Guardians. The Mets series on national TV. The others right here on Sportsnet LA. The Dodgers tonight trying to avoid their first 5-game losing streak since May of last year. It's Steven Nelson and Oral Hershiser calling this one. Right now, they join us live from upstairs in the booth with a preview. Hi there, Steve.
Hey there, John. Yeah, volume, it's hard to hear you. Mexican Heritage Night is absolutely electric here at Dodger Stadium. And maybe this is the vibe switch that the Dodgers need, Oral, because they've lost a season-high 4 straight games. The last time they lost 5 in a row was actually basically a year ago, so something about the end of May. How do they snap out of the funk?
I think the formula's been the same over the last 4 games. It's get a 0 in the first inning and don't give up any runs after the 7th, and then have the offense that they've been having. But for me, I grew up in a generation where my manager was Tommy Lasorda. And when you say how to snap a losing streak, he would snap it a different way. He would snap it with emotion. And if something goes wrong tonight, if there's a called strike 3 in a big situation and it was really a ball, if there's a pitch that Yamamoto gets or somebody, one of the relievers gets that just goes the wrong way, I don't mind them snapping themselves. I don't mind seeing that emotion. That release of emotion sometimes is good for the player or the pitcher, but it's really good sometimes for the rest of the team to know how much everybody cares and enough is enough.
Interesting, especially with a team that's filled with most guys who are more reserved into themselves. So we'll see. Obviously, the preference would be happiness in winning a ball game. A huge part of that, you hope, is Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Yeah, he's pitched in the World Baseball Classic in the semifinals. He's pitched in the World Series in Game 2 and done amazing. Yes, this is another piece of being an ace and having a resume built that you can be counted on. And don't go out there and try and coast thinking, I need to go 7 innings, I need to save energy. You get to the 7th inning by getting the first guy out and having stuff early on that just shuts teams down. And then you put them in a hole, your pitch count will be fine, and you go 7 innings.
Talk about 7 innings. I mean, John, as we get it back to you, getting it out in the 6th inning has been a rarity for the Dodgers of late. The last 14 games, that's happened just twice. Yoshinobu Yamamoto did it once, and Dustin May. The hope and the plan for the Dodgers. What do you got? Say it.
Congratulations to Joe.
Yes, 100% congrats to Joe. You know what? Here's the thing about Joe Davis. I was down on the field with him during batting practice yesterday. and we're talking about his logistics travel to New York, and he's like, I got no chance, but like, you know, it's a good experience. I texted him before the thing today. I was like, contrary to what you text, Joe, you absolutely do have a chance. And sure enough, the guy wins.
This is a night of
No
first.
chance.
A night that we have wrestling at Dodger Stadium, and Joe Davis won his first Emmy.
And
this is the night.
And now the Dodgers can try to
Yep.
snap a 4-game win streak. How those are all related, I'm not totally sure.
It's going to be an odd bobblehead.
We're going to leave it to John to
That's
figure
right.
it out.
Got to have the trifecta. The Dodgers finish it off with a win tonight. Steven and Orr, we'll see you guys coming up at 7 o'clock. Thank you very much. And
Dodgers baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. Sourdough Star is back in the burger lineup for a limited time. Don't lie. You know you missed it. And by Lexus. Experience amazing. Always an amazing experience anytime you get to come to Blue Heaven on Earth. The last 4 nights notwithstanding. And the common thread between the last 4 losses, the first inning, 7 walks, 8 hits, and 10 runs allowed by the Dodgers in the first innings during this 4-game losing streak.
You think about that the night before when you're the starting pitcher, and Yamamoto will be ready for this lineup.
Corbin Carroll leading off, Ketel Marte batting second. Those two flipped yesterday for Torey Lovullo's club. Lourdes Gurriel batting third. Josh Naylor will clean up at first. Gabriel Moreno behind the dish, catching, batting fifth. Pavin Smith, the DH again. And the last 3 of the order, Geraldo Perdomo at short. Alek Thomas in the starting lineup in center field. And the young third baseman, Jordan Lawler. Numbers for Yoshinobu Yamamoto this season as he prepares for his 10th start, coming off a victory 6 days ago against the A's.
Well, his stuff is very, very good. The first 7 starts, everybody knows he had an ERA under 1, but the last 2 have been a little rough, and especially the one against Arizona. So he's looking for a redemption evening tonight against them.
The Dodgers entered this series 21st in baseball in team ERA. They've given up at least 6 runs in each of the last 4 games and 5 of 7 on the homestand as Carroll pushes a fly ball to left center field. Kike Hernandez will call for it. Well, you know the deal. If Yamamoto in the Dodger pen can.
Not only is his stuff electric and elite, but the location is the same.
Popped him up. Playable in right. Pages will charge in and secure out number 2.
Very meticulous, but I don't think he would take it as an excuse. But we'll watch to see if it's a pattern.
Broken back, ground ball to Betts. And that is a 1-2-3, top of the first, and a 0.
Can't get back.
2-0 to Naylor. Lifted into shallow right field. Sung Kim goes back and makes the play. Time for the Verizon reliable performance with Gabriel Moreno stepping to the plate. Payoff coming to Moreno. Got him swinging. Pumped a fastball by him at 96.
He is showing some confidence in the fastball. This one is near the middle of the plate, but has good life and tailing action. Maintained its height. That would be the spin that does that. Last time against Arizona, almost threw 30% splitters. He's only thrown 3 in 25 pitches tonight.
Curveball away from third full count in 6 batters face for Yamamoto. A roller to Freddie. And Freeman's going to wait for Yama to cover the bag, which he does. 6 up, 6 down for Yamamoto. Bottom of the order for the D-backs in the top of the third. Still no score. Ground ball to second. Kim to Freeman, 1 away.
Yamamoto on a path of effectively wild. A lot of outs, but less than 50% strikes. A lot of 3-2 counts, Steven.
Something that you brought up during the pregame.
Get that first strike and just really bear down as much as you can, like it's a World Series game in Game 2 for Yamamoto, like it's a WBC game. Look for that level of adrenaline and effectiveness. You'll go deeper into the game.
Say that curve was effective, getting strike 3 on Thomas.
It was just a personal lesson, really. You know, you go out there and you're thinking, okay, just conserve energy, take it easy here, don't show too many bullets. You know, I got to go at least 7. But almost better to say, I'm going to attack.
2 outs, last of the order. Jordan Lawler. Dodgers just saw him flash the leather at the hot corner, getting the last out of the 2nd inning. His payoff pitch to Lawler. Froze him and got him. Back-to-back punch-outs for Yama to finish off a 1-2-3 third. Perfect through the first time of the order against the D-backs. Push to the left side. Mookie beats Carroll. Kirsten Watson down next to the dugout.
Well, Stephen, with Yoshinobu on the mound and Hae-Sung Kim playing defense behind him, these two guys have built a really special relationship. There will be times when both of them are down on the bench. Well, they will just be chit-chatting with each other pretty much the entire game. And there was a moment where I was like, what language are they speaking to each other? Because I didn't think there were similar words in Korean and Japanese. I asked around, and they said there are a few that are similar, but not really. So finally, I got to talk to the guys, and they said they speak to each other in English. And so it's a little bit of a broken English, because they're both learning, but it's a way for them to continue practicing, and it works perfectly for them, guys.
The pitch count, but it was still a decent spray pattern. It wasn't like his rhythm's off. It wasn't like his mechanics were bad. It was just, he just had to slowly and subtly tighten it up.
Another 1-2 to Gurriel. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 went to the split.
I love that you use the center of the plate there. He's proving that he's throwing a lot of strikes now, so start one right down the middle and use that movement. The bat starts because of the location at the beginning, and then the bat misses because of the location at the end.
One more out to get in the 4th. Ground ball to Muncy in the backhand of the glove. And that does it for the 4th. A walk, but still no hits against Yamamoto. 3.5 gone. Yoshinobu Yamamoto working with the lead in the 5th. First pitch, Gabriel Moreno sends it sky high to the left side of the infield. Got a parachute on it. Muncy makes the catch. Another 2-2. Got him. Painted a fastball on the outside corner. Strikeout number 5 for Yamamoto. 2 out in the 5th.
Curveball has been outstanding, but so has the fastball location. Once we got by about the 2nd inning, he really has locked in on the corners with that pitch. One more out to go to get through the 5th, and the pitch count will be well in order.
Flare to left field. Conforto is waiting. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Yamamoto. He's through 5 without giving up a hit. 1-0 Dodgers. Halfway.
Sometimes I think the eyes look off as he's listening to the pitch.
That's 3. Fastball in the inner 3rd.
I think about how you don't want a lot of information coming through your eyes when you're trying to listen and remember what pitch you're about to throw and then visualizing it. So sometimes you see his eyes kind of move around like, you know, the ears are working, not the eyes. And then after he hears it, you kind of see him focus in on visualizing and throwing the pitch.
He struck him out with a splitter.
Action fastball inside at 94, then the curveball, and then this splitter. Wow. Yeah, the first pitch strikes might not be at an elite level, but the pitch selection and execution is.
Back-to-back strikeouts to open the 6th. He has 7 in the game, which means you get a free jumbo jack tomorrow at a Jack in the Box in LA after you buy a large drink. Top of the order, Corbin Carroll taps a curve foul. Strike 1. At the knees, called strike 3. Yamamoto strikes out the side and gives him 6 no-hit innings. Outing tonight, we got you covered. 6 innings in zeros, just 1 walk issued to the man leading off the 7th, Ketel Marte. He has 8 strikeouts to boot. StatCast will illustrate those Ks. Did he go? No, he held up. 1-1. Marte, a rocket to right. Pages on the run. It goes over his head and off the base of the wall, but he gets it back in quickly, and Marte holds up on first with a leadoff base hit. The first of the game for Arizona against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and the fans that recognize it at Dodger Stadium standing and applauding.
Marte picks on
a few weeks after Yamamoto had 5 2/3 no-hit frames against Atlanta. Naylor chops it to second. He takes his time, makes a good throw. Marte does advance on the play, tying. It is a 4-pitch walk to Moreno. First and third for Pavin Smith. An ace on the mound. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the 2-2. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 7 shutout innings.
He was outstanding. He knew when he needed to make pitches, and he did. He had some deep counts, but within those deep counts before the walk, he got the guy out. He had an outstanding night. The 7 shutout innings, only 1 hit. This last pitch, a cutter in, and some fantastic reactions all over the ball.